I realize this might not be coming at the best time, but one franchise that is my favorite is Fallout 3. And another is basically anything related to Marvel or DC Comics. So I'm very excited about the new Superman movie. But in terms of Xbox news, we have updates on two projects: the Fallout 3 remake slash remaster and Marvel's Blade. Now, we have long known about the Fallout 3 remake remaster. As you may remember, I will just point out that this was leaked during the FTC trial. And you can see down there in financial year 24E, we got Elder Scrolls 6, Project Kestrel, which has unfortunately now been canceled, a licensed IP game, Fallout 3 remaster, ESO expansion, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel. Now I believe that has been canceled. Dishonored 3 and Doom Year Zero DLC, and Doom Year Zero is Doom the Dark Ages. So that is where we are at. However, we did get a little bit of an update about that Fallout 3 title. And I wonder if the other IP is Marvel's Blade. We'll get to that one in just a second. So during the Friends Per Second podcast, Jordan Miller said the following: Fallout is the big one. Midler claimed there are multiple Fallout projects in development, including, as far as I'm aware, that one that I'm sure you're all wanting. It's not far enough in along to say anything like you're going to be playing this game anytime soon. Midler then joked, anyway, New Vegas 2 coming soon. Is this the one we're all wanting? Yes, but then also so is Fallout 3 Remastered, Fallout 5, and even a remake of Fallout 2. The fan base is rabid and hungry, and it's been a long time since they've been fulfilled outside of Fallout 76 updates. Now, I just butchered that reading, so we're going to go over to the actual clip and just watch the segment in question.
Halo still means something. The amount of franchises they have that mean anything at all is like Halo, Gears,
Fallout.
Fallout is the big one. I cannot believe that they didn't immediately start work on a Fallout 5, because Todd's not going to make it.
Todd's not going to make it, man.
He's not going to make the game. He will make it to that point of life, hopefully, at the time of recording. But when he's done with the next Elder Scrolls, I can fully see him being like, okay, I'm done. I'm an older guy now. They should. Yeah. There are multiple Fallout projects in development, including, as far as I'm aware, that one you're all wanting. But it's not far enough along to say anything that is like, you're going to be playing this game anytime soon. Fallout 5 should have been day one. Okay, we own these motherfuckers now. Let's get a game that says Fallout 5 on it out on the shelves. And they didn't bother.
So anyway, he does point out that it is still in development. This one has been making the rounds, and I thought it would be better to play it. Yeah, long story short, the regular Xbox fans are saying stuff like, there are multiple Fallout projects in development, including, as far as I'm aware, that one you're all wanting. So yes, I personally love Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 is one of the best Fallouts. But in my honest opinion, just the free update you get on the Series X, or if you're playing on PC with mods, that suffices to make that particular game playable. But if they do remaster it, it has a very special place in my heart. And hopefully it has the same effect that Oblivion had when it came out and was remade and was very, very impressive. I would love to play through Fallout 3 again. In my personal opinion, though, they should really consider remaking from the ground up Fallout 1. So if Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are tests, or maybe they're just trying to see what people think about a remake in the Fallout universe, that's great. And I would definitely play those as well. But I think Fallout 1 is the game that has a very, very strong, impactful story in terms of the big revelations and the characters reintroduced. I would love to see that game remade in the Fallout 3 engine that is being used for the Fallout 3 remake remaster. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Beyond that, though, we did get an update about the Arkane Studios project. Apparently, they've started full production of an unnamed AAA game at the end of 2024. Now, this is coming via some financial documents that Arkane Studios has to release. So I downloaded the documents, I translated them into English for readability, but originally this was all in French. So these were noted in the presentation or the PDF. Other significant elements, I use Google for this, so take it all with a grain of salt. Turnover. Arkane Studios turnover is 100% made up of invoicing. The parent company ZeniMax, based in the United States. The amount is determined on the basis operating costs incurred during the financial year to which a margin rate is applied. Game development activities, this is important, the important part, exclusively for the group, ZeniMax/Microsoft are continuing their work. The production phase of the AAA game project has been completed, so they're done with production, and it's to be launched at the end of 2024 after validation of the prototype. So they're working these are internal times. I don't think internal terms. They're not talking about actually launching the game at the end of 2024 or anything like that. They're talking about internal production timelines. So at the end of 2024, here's how their staffing looked. They had 109 people. That includes 102 salaried and 88 other employees, for a total of 190 people working on this particular project. Now, we haven't seen much about Marvel's Blade, but Ding Bakaba did sort of comment on the layoffs last year. I mean, you might as well be reading it this year. This is absolutely terrible. Permission to be human. To any executive reading this, friendly reminder that video games are an entertainment/cultural industry, and your business as a corporation is to take care of your artists/entertainers and help them create value for you. Don't throw us into gold fever gambits. Don't use us as straw men for miscalculations/spine splats. Don't make our work environments Darwinist jungles. You say we make you proud when we make a good game. Make us proud when times are tough. We know you can. We've seen it before. So that was May 7, 2024, and I think it still applies today. Now, this is from Timmer222, who originally had discovered the document. Long story short, the production phase of Marvel Blade, it began in 2024 following prototype validation. The company employed 190 people. And he also pointed out some other interesting things like that Dan Tudge. Anyway, he's a game industry veteran with leadership roles at Bethesda, Electronic Arts, and BioWare. And if you actually scroll down, you can see that he's at Bethesda Softworks, and he is still working on Marvel's Blade, which is in progress. So that's a little bit of confirmation that it is still happening, thankfully, and that does make me happy. This isn't the first time we've heard about the project. It's just consider it more of a reminder that yes, Marvel's Blade is still in production, and unfortunately, we haven't really seen much beyond that. Another catch from Timmer. So originally, I saw that Timmer was talking about these other things, and he pointed out that ZeniMax Online Studio updated its website today. All mentions of new IP and Kick-A new projects have been removed. So here's the previous image. They were talking about this to try and get people on board, and they have unfortunately removed that slide. And here's the actual live website where they just talk about how the Elder Scrolls Online does seem to be their main focus. Obviously, the Elder Scrolls Online is making them the most money they possibly can be making. And yeah, so those are updates on two big Xbox projects. After all the layoffs, I thought it was sort of interesting to hear that at least Fallout is still being developed. That is one of the 40 that falls into the unannounced category, and Marvel's Blade does still seem to be in internal production. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when my content goes live. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to the members for supporting what I do. Chris Ferretti, Phil Aroni, Spingetter, and Aries EMS. Thank you so much for supporting, and everybody else who supports at any level. You can support at patreon.com/SafeStatePlus or by becoming a YouTube member and clicking that join button down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.